Not just the cool collection device, a copter or a fixed wing airplane. It's really, again, what do you do with that information? How do you bring that back in and make intelligent decisions? The main reason that we brought in survey, GIS, our imaging technologies, and our capabilities from scanning and such was to, the core customers, the geomatics type customers in different industries really require different technologies, anywhere from handhelds in GIS all the way up to the scanners for and aerial LiDAR equipment. If I take different swaths at our geospatial products, it's anywhere from handheld software for smartphones, all the way up to aerial technology, $1 million systems, and it floors me with regard to how many different industries and solutions that we provide. It's from oil and gas to construction to land administration in emerging markets like Africa. It just spans the entire globe, literally. The value really goes up exponentially from XYZ points all the way to when you take that, for example, point cloud, 1 million points a second from a scanner, you bring that all together, it's where the real value is. It's where you see the wrinkles in, be it landscape, be it pipe welds, etc. The real key is when you bring all of that key data into a complete solution. Profession of a geospatial professional, be it a surveyor or a GIS professional, it really needs to extend, not move from, but extend from the field into the office. And so, to me, it's no longer just about pushing a button out in the field. The dirty boots are definitely important, and that's key. That's our heritage. What's really important is bringing that data, and as I talked about on Monday, bringing that from data to authoritative data, and ultimately that decision that needs to be made. The big buzz in the industry as a whole, not just Trimble, but is the unmanned aerial vehicles. And I was at a recent trade show in Europe. There were probably over 100 different companies that had UAVs. And so that's really where the buzz is. But here at Trimble, I really think that it's not just the cool collection device, a copter or a fixed wing airplane. It's really, again, what do you do with that information? How do you bring that back in and make intelligent decisions? As a relative newbie within this space of geomatics and geospatial professionals, probably the one, if I had one item, it would be to really engage and tap into the passion of the younger generations, right? We need to really bring in the younger generations with regard to not only the cool technology, but again, the applications of geospatial technology and ultimately the industries in which geospatial technologies serve. Probably the biggest announcement that we've had recently is, it actually might seem like a small one, but to me it's important that we have an oil and gas pipeline application. And the reason that I bring this up is that we're actually digging deeper into industries, digging deeper into workflows, taking 12 to 15% out of an application for pipeline construction, and it really outlines where we're going with regard to getting deep into industry and really trying to affect change within those industries. When a pipeline is either welded or when the pipeline is a piece of pipe is actually cut, the as-built information is automatically taken in with the survey gear, and so now we have an as-built, an effective as-built of that pipeline. Whereas in years past, there's some pipelines that just don't have that key information. Seeing where the geospatial industries are going is a really difficult one, but I really think that making the technologies become more transparent within the industries, making things more easy to use, and ultimately where it goes from a precision type technology to just generally the fabric of that industry. I really think that's where things are going to go. If there's an ability to have, I don't know if I'd say less boots in the dirt. I mean, the boots in the dirt is really, really important, right? That's where the heritage of our company, the heritage of a lot of survey and engineering companies. But how can they obtain more data when they're out there, right? And then measure now, or collect now and measure later, right? So with things like our V10 imaging rover, where multiple images can be taken at one point, brought into Trimble Business Center and stitched together, those measurements can now be taken by actually multiple departments, right? So the bridge inspection crews, for example, or the vegetation management crews, they can all now utilize one central database of information, whereas in the past, individual crews would have to go out multiple times, and it's just a lot more efficient.